If you're saying we'll just do, yeah, we will do, everybody does their own, but maybe focus around the leg area, either lower, the foot, the feet, the thigh, whichever you think is appropriate for you,
Okay.
that part. And use any tool, use your hand, use your hammer, use your slapper or whatever, right? Just do this.
Got it. Sounds great.
Yeah.
There's Bradley.
Hey, Pablo.
Let us do that, right?
Сигурно след чески. Хубаво. Да, айде, Мартин.
We can keep chatting while we are doing this.
Right, right.
Yeah, that makes it a bit interesting. So I'm doing my knee, the side of my knee.
Okay.
With this. Yeah, I found a pain point, right? There's a little bit of pain here. So I said, let me just get it going.
Get it going, exactly.
Yeah. So the weather must be very nice there in Bradley, right?
It's pretty warm today, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably about 80.
Wow.
I was thinking of you last night. Bradley.
What?
Because I forgot, it dawned on me that when you were talking about your poison oak, whatever you had, did you try a little bit of the magic potion?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. But I
Yeah?
was trying to dry it out more than anything.
That is
It was
the first
very
thing to
interesting.
try, right? That's the first thing to apply.
Right, right. What was very interesting though is that I would take very hot showers followed by very cold water. And the hot part of the shower, when it would touch the poison oak area, it was almost euphoric. I could barely stand it. It felt so good.
Wow.
And this was
Oh.
scalding hot water, as hot as I could get it, 140 probably, right from the water heater.
And that will feel good?
It felt euphoric. Good would be an understatement.
Wow. That's counterintuitive, right? I would have thought that
Very.
that'll hurt.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So I looked it up, and other people also get that experience with really hot water.
Right. And what happens with the cold when you turn on the cold after that?
It just feels normal. Nothing out of the ordinary. I take cold showers often, so it's.
So what I do in a shower, and this is what I'm learning in the Nature Cure, the course that is going on, which is you take a hot shower, and after that, just for a minute or two, just turn on the cold water. And what happens is when you turn on the cold water, the skin contracts, the outer skin. And that is like, it's like a protective layer now on the skin.
Right, right.
It protects you. Actually, it protects you from cold or anything else. So that's what they say. You should always create a layer of cold, using a cold water, create a layer on the skin, a protective layer on the skin.
And it's also invigorating just to be in cold water.
Yes, the first few days it will feel a bit awkward, but once you get used to it, it is, yeah, you're right.
I stopped taking cold showers for a long time now.
So you just take the hot showers, right? That's what you're saying?
Hot or warm, that's it. No, but not cold anymore. I used to take very cold showers because I thought it was good for your circulation.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Just after you take your warm shower, just for a minute at the end, just turn on the cold. Just for a minute.
But it sounds like Pablo's saying he thinks something differently now.
Yeah, because the cold is not good, right?
Well, yeah, just a cold shower is not good. That's what, yeah, Master Shah says. But I'm saying just for a minute at the end for protective. This is the nature cure. Remember that's what he said in the nature cure? Dr. Sharma, that's what he said.
No, I didn't get that part.
Oh, you didn't get that part?
No, last week I still haven't looked. I got to look at it before Wednesday. I haven't looked at that last part of the workshop because I had to leave. I had a baptism to go to.
Well, he said that.
Can anyone
I
hear me?
think 3 or 4 lectures back, I
Yes.
think, something like that. He said that in one of his early ones.
What did he say?
So when
Can
you take
anyone hear me?
a hot shower, then just for
Hello?
at the end, just for a minute, turn on the cold water.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Just rinse your body with, just for a minute, rinse your body with cold.
Oh, okay.
Can
That's
any,
who's
Bahar,
that?
are you trying to say something? You're muted right now.
Who's that?
Well, Mahara she's trying to unmute herself, I think, because she's trying to say something. Having a hard time unmuting herself, I think.
You know, after Cameron, when Cameron talked about that stone, that he hit himself with a stone, I went and I got the weights. And I did my feet, my legs, it's very good. It's a different kind of slapping, but it's excellent. It feels really good.
Of course.
All right, use the weight as a stone. That's a good idea.
Yeah, so instead of lifting them, I'm slapping, but it's really different feel. But you know, it doesn't have the sting. When you slap with this thing, actually, it's scary.
Yes.
Because at the beginning, there's a sting to it until your skin warms up. All right.
Yeah, because that's on the surface. When you hit with the weight or the stone, it goes deeper. It's
Yeah.
not superficial anymore, right? It
This
goes deeper.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah, it digs through the flesh.
And for the feet, it's fantastic. Oh my God! And the heels, it's really good.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try that on the heel, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
okay, am I unmuted?
Yes, now you're unmuted. We can see you as well. We can hear you and see you both.
Oh, wow. It took forever. Crazy. Anyways, we're past the subject. The subject is about the hot water. How I've understood is that after you do it, first of all, no cold. I used to do the cold. I used to do the plunge for a minute in very, very cold water. And after I went to Paida, there's not to be any cold.
Huh.
And then you had to wait for a length of time before you took your shower or went into water. So that's how I've been doing it for the past 4 years.
Only hot water.
Only
Yeah,
hot
yeah.
water. That's what, and there's no cold water, no plunges, because we're getting rid of all the dampness. We're getting rid of, if you got SAW of any kind, you've got stuff going on inside that's not supposed to be there. So you guys are talking all completely different, other than Pablo, you're on warm. That's great. But what I've been trained, it's not like what you guys are saying. Not at all.
Yeah. So
So
I'm
I would
I-
have to hear from Master because you guys are speaking completely different.
well, actually, I used to swim every day, and after Paida Lajan, I stopped swimming. So what they recommend is if you do Paida Lajan, then don't take a shower after that, immediately after that.
Depends
So
whether it's winter or summer or spring or fall.
Yeah,
And
don't take.
the longer the better, and not to take one. In fact, it's in the Heal Yourself Naturally now. I haven't read it for a while, that part, but I'm going to go back on it. But if you could go, not if, it was best that you didn't take a shower. After you did Paida that day, it was best that you didn't shower.
Yeah, I in Hong Kong workshop, I went there in 2018 in September, and it was so hot and humid. So in the morning, 6:30, we would go for a Zen jogging. So we had to take a shower before. If you want to take a shower, you have to take a shower before we came out of the room.
You
And
can take a
after that, we
shower
were
before you
swam-
start.
Yeah, we were sweating, and they said, no shower. You cannot, till the morning, there's no shower.
See, you could take a shower before you did your Paida, but after you did your Paida, you didn't shower.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Shri, even in our daily life, it's Master Shao opinion. Yeah, it's because we are doing often shower. If we do less shower, we say people doing every day or every second or twice in a week or something like that. Master Shao says that if we wash us with water, sometimes we need, of course, but we wash the energy because on the skin is the protective surface of different microorganisms, and the body build them up again if we take them out through the water, through the soap and things like that. And people wash themselves because they think they will have a better smell, or they, yeah. But
Right.
yeah, but if we're doing detox through the Paida, and we change our way of life, even our feet they are not smelling, they are 90% okay, 95.
He says that we're not supposed to be using really anything, just water.
Yes, yes.
That's it. No shampoo, no conditioner, no deodorant, nothing.
Yes, yes.
That's how it's supposed to be. He didn't say you're not supposed to shower. That isn't what he said. And the water will take off, and dry brushing is great too. So to peel the skin back every single day, it happens. But yeah, that's all.
Quite often you would find conflicting requirements from different modalities. So Paida Lajan uses certain way of doing things. Nature Cure will do something else. Ayurveda will something else.
You're
And
right.
classical TCM will say something else.
You're right.
So I'm just talking about Paida right now.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying, but there's other techniques, they also work. It's not just that Paida Lajan works. Others
You're
also
right.
work, and I've
You're
seen
right.
them.
But we're
Shri,
doing Paida, but we're doing Paida.
even the scientific Congress of Dermatologists, they say before, oh, everyday shower. They say now once per week. Even the scientific meetings, once per week.
Oh, dermatology?
Yeah, dermatologists, yeah, the doctors, yeah, they say that, which I'm okay with that. Even in the winter time, you cannot imagine how many days I don't need shower. Many days. Many. Of course, summertime, sweating, sometimes you need.
Yeah.
Skin is a little bit sticky. But the winter time is, well, you can, for days, you don't need it. I don't need it.
So, I mean, you could be right because it is very cold in winter, but if I look at the Indian system, everybody had to take shower in the morning.
Yeah.
The Indian system, the Ayurveda. So you would have a river close by or a lake close by, you just go and dip. Because the body during the day, when you're working, you're doing something, it will remove toxins through the sweat.
Yeah.
So you have to wipe it out. You have to wash it out. And it was always a quick one. I mean, when you go to the river, you just go take a dip and then wipe yourself with a towel, come out.
Yes. Just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I remember when I was a little kid, my mother used to go to the river and I would go with her and it used to be so cold. So almost, I mean, 5 degrees, 6 degrees, 10 degrees, but she would always go take a dip. And you quickly take a dip, it has to be very, very daring. Take a dip in that cold water, come out and wipe quickly, and it's in the open air.
Exactly.
Yeah, we used to do that.
Of course. Children is important. For children till age 30 or something, even Master Shao says cold is activation is good.
Yeah, because there's so much energy. I mean, jumping around, running around all day, and
Yes.
yeah, it's totally different.
Cold is balancing. Yeah.
Yeah, compared to grown-up.
We accept any system, Shri. We appreciate any things which gives result, and that's okay. That's okay.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
I think if you do some research, you'll find a guy named Wim Hof,
Yes.
and
Imam.
he does cold. I mean, he's got pools where people are in water that's maybe 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and he's climbed Mount Everest in shorts. He's kind of crossed the desert with hardly any water, and you just go, how's that possible? And they call him the Iceman. He put him in a cage or a glass with a glass box all up to here in ice cubes, and he has mental powers to lower his heart rate. And you just go, well, look, why can't I do that? Well, you take some training. You take some training to do that, and that's not going to resonate with everyone.
But you can.
It's not going to work for everyone. And I think part of the thing that you have to see with Paida Lajin is, hey, if you don't believe it's going to work, it won't. You have to have that mindset.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
There is also, can I add something? There is also one fellow in America, I think, he invented a spray that with good bacterial microorganism, you spray and they eat all the dirt and you don't have showers for years. Really.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wanted to try this. It's natural, completely natural. And he says his last shower was 20 years ago, something like this. It's on sale.
Wow. And it can keep your skin clean?
Yes, because they are microorganisms, bacterial. They eat all the sweating, the dirty, and you don't need any water.
Wow.
I find it. I look for it, and I will give you.
He's in the right direction, Yuri. I'm agree with him. And Wim Hof is good for the young people because around Wim Hof is more young people. And Wim Hof was a very elastic, did it different posture, lotus, and anything else. But it's natural with the year to normal. It's normal body to get stiff and too much cold. Of course, it's mindset, but it's bring the cold. It's logical. But yeah, this is his method, and he have to keep on.
Well, if you go to in India, in the Himalayas, there are hundreds of those yogis. They walk on ice, bare feet, and just one loincloth, and you'll find so many of them. But essentially, it is just the breath. All you have to do is control your breath, and then you can get to the stage. It's just the breath.
Yeah.
Breath, through the breath, you raise the temperature of your body. So even with the ice around on the skin, it will be steaming. Your body will be steaming.
Yeah. That's why Wim Hof is doing this breathing exercise as well.
Yes, yeah, it's just the breath. There's nothing
That's
else
why.
in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we're working on Paida, guys. We're working on Paida. We're working on Paida Lajin. Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe
know.
in all
I'm-
of this.
I'm doing all
I
my
believe in
best.
all of these things, everything. And I've done the cold, I've done the ice cold plunge, went into the other. I've done it. But when I went to Paida, now I'm on Paida Lajin. So we've got several things going on here. And if there's other people here and they want to know more about Paida Lajin, we're off on another tangent. And now on cold, which cold isn't a part when I went for training. It was a no-no. So I think I love all of this, but it's not letting us know more about Paida Lajin or Paida slapping Lajin stretching. So that could be another, like maybe a title of a class of what we're talking about now.
Well, that's a good idea. We can
So
talk
I-
about it in
so-
one of the,
I don't mean
Sessions.
to burst any bubbles or create a crash. I love the cold, but I'm not there anymore. It made sense to go to Paida. It made sense not to do the showers. It made sense to wait it out after you've worked all day doing Paida Lajin. So now I'm here. Now I'm solid because I was all reflexologist and a Reiki master teacher and emotional releases and Bach remedies and Upledger Institute. I'm all of that. But now I'm at Paida Lajin. So I'm sorry, that's where I feel, and I don't know who's on or anything. It's just me, myself, and I here, other than on the other line here. So that's,
you should be able to see everybody's name.
I don't
because-
know. All I have is I've got, I don't know how I got into this part, but I just kind of push buttons and I've never been to this one before.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
don't see anybody else?
I've never been to this page where I am right now. I have no idea how I got here other than pushing buttons.
Well, you got here.
Yeah, I did. I got here. Yeah.
Hi, I just arrived too. It's Alice. What are we doing? Not that it matters.
Well, so we decided we will just do sort of the leg area wherever you
Oh.
think is the right spot for you.
Okay, that's good.
And we
Exactly.
just do a general talk, right? General discussion, general anything, right?
Exactly. Painful
Yeah, just
area
gossip.
on the legs.
Wow, what do you have here, Carmen? What do you, this is big. You have an entire tree here, right?
Yeah. I'm doing my knee. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. That's a big one.
Yeah. Next time I will surprise you. Next time
Okay.
you will wonder. Yeah.
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 But this one you have to be careful, right? If you go too hard, you can break your bone with this.
But it's accommodation. It's a feeling. It's adjustment. It's yeah. It's okay. I do hard with any area because I've been doing a lot, and that's why if we talk about how Paida lodging can spread all over, and people, because they have yeah, with their thinking a lot of different barrier, a lot of different thinking, and they are not so open and acceptable for trying step by step this way to Paida, because in their head, oh, beating myself, this is stupid, some people say, or doing Paida and so long, instead someone to do anything else for me, or it's different way to attitude. If we want to spread this idea of Paida lodging, we have to write, maybe people have to, yeah, maybe someone will never want to try Paida lodging, but of course we have to be, because anyone have a emotional condition, this invisible way of his attitude and anything else, and to, yeah, it's complicated for people, because if the person didn't solve his painful problem or something else, the person will follow you of Paida lodging because no other solution. But for others who not with so many different problems, they were not thinking about it. They put it away. It's they are not. They say we okay. We not need that, and yeah.
Not to change the topic, but Alice, are you there? Alice, I'm doing my elbow right now, but so I remember that you mentioned something for elbow, right? You had some kind of psoriasis or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. And then I found a spot that I guess I had never Paida'd, but I always Paida my arms. And the
'Cause
spot is,
Well, I don't see you. We don't see it.
oh,
You
I'm here.
only
I'm
see
here.
your
I'm here.
head.
Yeah,
There
I'm
you are.
here. Yeah,
Which-
so the spot was at the crease of the elbow, like
Yeah.
right there, right there.
All right.
And I was slapping, with my slapper, the inside of my elbow, but it was hitting the top, and I got a big bruise that I never had before.
All
And
right.
then my psoriasis went away on my elbow.
So you were doing this and it worked like this?
Well, I had been doing my whole arm, my elbow for a long time, and I still had a little bit left, and I couldn't make it right there. Yeah, right there. There.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, in there.
Because my wife mentioned, actually, I don't pay attention to this, but that one of my daughters has it also. Her elbow is like has a problem there. I'm gonna tell her.
Yeah, and it's like I didn't even know I had missed that spot. Do you know what I mean? Like anyway, it was a big surprise.
Something. All right, thanks.
And a lot of times you really cannot duplicate somebody else's experience. So it happened to Alice if she did here or somewhere here, but in somebody else's case, it could be tapping the knee and it just goes away. you won't know, right? Because the meridians are long meridians. They go
Right.
from the
That's right.
toe to the fingers.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true, because you don't know, you really don't know which
Yeah.
spot is the perfect spot, you know?
Yeah, and which meridian is blocked and where's the blockage in the meridian? We don't know all that, right? So
Yeah.
only the body knows.
Right. And I think that's one of the issues with trying to share it more publicly is making sure that it's shared in a way, to me, that it's not a practice that you have something wrong and so you hit that spot. That is part of it, sure, but it's more of a maintenance practice where it's continuous and ongoing and has a lot of depth to it. It's not just I've got a problem with my knee, hit my knee kind of practice.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so true. That
Slap and keep the doctors away.
Slap.
The doctors away, because you're a doctor of yourself. You are your own physician.
That is true.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yesterday, Carmen, you'll appreciate this. See this rock?
wow.
When you were
Yeah.
talking about your back, because
Yes,
I have my hips and my back are like 90% better from Paida, but still there's some stiffness. So when you mentioned the rock, this is the only rock I could find in my house.
super.
So I started doing my back and I found the spots. I found like two tiny spots. I've been using the slapper. I never found them. And then the pain, I can't even touch the spot. It's so painful. It goes from the small of my back right down the back of my leg,
Yes.
both sides. So now I think what I have to do is I'm going to do some hot compresses there to kind of relax it. And then I'm going to start, because I'm so grateful, because I found like the root, kind of the
Super.
root cause of all of it.
Super. Stone did so many things to me. Actually, I began pedalaging with the stone because I had a pain in my hip joint. And it was a black and was a wow. That's why I love it. I love it, and it's a great help. Great.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much strength to do it. Like, you don't have to use your arm. It's so, because, yeah.
So I just wanted to show you something that I made. I call them body hammers. They're made out of bamboo, and this is really a big one. But all these are balls that you get for the dogs, a dog ball, okay? And believe me, this is great for the back, and this is great for some of the other places. But this is one of the reasons why I kind of make my own stuff, because I'm more apt to use it. So I call them body hammers, and I kind of took off from some of the things that Pablo and Carmen are talking about, and going, hey, I don't know about the stones, but but I'll come up with my own invention.
Super, super, super.
How do you attach the balls to that stick? Pete? Is that Peter?
To David.
Well, they got holes in them.
Oh, okay.
They come that way.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yes. They
So-
stuck
Oh,
the-
Yeah, they come that way. So I just put bamboo that was a little bit bigger than the hole, so it won't slip off.
yeah.
And it works great. They're Kong, K-O-N-G balls that you get for your dog to go chew on them. See?
oh, I see. So you just hammer them into the bamboo, right? In the bamboo pole.
Yeah, that's all I did is I measured it out. I can make it longer, I can make it shorter. But
Right.
where I used to work, there were some people that had a lot of body weight. And hey, these get right to it because they're solid. They're not, yeah, they're solid. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
So I just And then I could glue them in, you know, if I wanted to. And I cut the bamboo off like, you know, where the, I don't know what you call it, the node is.
The nine.
So it won't
Right.
split, you know, so Pablo, you know, you're an inspiration and so is Carmen.
All right, I'm glad I'm good for something, man.
Super.
Yeah, so, you know,
Months ago, we've been in a mountain, probably I told you, with wife and with children, and we walked in the mountain and we found so big cow bones of the cow. And next time you will see them, Paida is good with them as well.
Boom.
You will see them next time. Yeah.
yeah.
And also special stone, very old special stone, like an instrument. I will show you.
We have to have a show and tell class.
Yeah. We have to go on a hunting trip, right? In the forest.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hunt these things, find these things.
Mhm.
We have so good healer all around us. I mean, from wood, from stone, from bamboo. They say nothing, but they are prepared to help us.
Yes, Mother Nature, right? It's the Mother Nature.
Exactly.
She
Well,
gives us so many tools.
So for instance, I have this long slapper that I made out of plywood, okay? But I use this for the back of the knee because sometimes, you know, you're standing, maybe you're stretching, and I cut these slits in it so it kind of makes a sound. But anyway, I'm just saying that there are so many things you can find there. Like Pablo is, you know, he's got that thing that rolled up in a sock or what have you. And that's one of the reasons why I thought, well, look, I don't have a lot of money. I'm going to make my own. And so when I hear things like stones, I'm going to try that. I'm going to go find what's going to work for me. So that's enough. I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to, in Portland, you should be able to find plenty of stones, right?
Carmen.
By the river or by the sea.
Carmen, you can use this too.
Yes. I will show you. I go upstairs, so next time I will show you.
Where did he go?
He will show you,
I think he froze.
Oh, okay.
It was an animal skull.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
touched
that would look like a bone, right?
wild boar jaw, the jaw of a wild boar.
Oh, jaw of a white boar.
Yeah.
Oh.
The teeth.
How would you use that? This is full of teeth and
I'm sure
Looks like a-
Carmen would find a way.
Looks like a knockoff tool.
That was his breakfast.
Looks like it'd be
Bradley,
easy.
how's your rash? How's your rash?
Oh, it's everywhere. It's getting probably a little worse actually, so we'll see what happens. More stuff is coming out.
You will find a way to solve this. You for sure will find a way.
Yeah.
You have to change part of the habits, and because according Chinese medicine, skin is connected with the lung and with the large intestine, and skin is the biggest breathing system, and the body detox normally through the digestive system, through the liver and gallbladder, but detox through the skin as well. Maybe emotional toxin, maybe whatever. Yeah, but you're on the way.
Yeah, I feel confident. It's just not always pleasant, as we know.
Invisible. This is all, everything invisible. But also Master Shao says, Paida Lajin, we will talk about invisible stuff, but they are really exist.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Because we can see 5% of the what around us is. Another 95% just we have to feel, and with the heart and with the concentration.
Treating this body as a universe because everything is connected. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, it doesn't seem like it makes any sense, the whole carpet bombing, but when you really get a hold of that concept, you know, you Paida one area and it affects another. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. And
True.
the thing is, I mean, I find so many people, they're not very willing to accept or listen because they're so used to the allopathic system and medicine. So this pain for them is worse than the pain to the surgery, right? If somebody gets a surgery, it's very painful, right? I mean, there's anesthesia during the surgery, but when you come out of the surgery,
Yes.
a lot of pain after that.
Yes.
So that one is
And
acceptable.
you might
because
not come out of the surgery, and you might not come out of the surgery.
that can also happen, yes. Or you might come out worse. Yeah,
Exactly.
Oh,
Nothing like the original equipment.
yes. I mean, I met a lady, she had both her knee replaced. She used to be a traditional Indian dancer, very good, well known. And she had arthritis in the knees, so she got the first knee replaced. And within a month, the second knee replaced. And lo and behold, both the surgeries went awry. I mean, they were, and she couldn't even stand
oh,
on her feet.
Yeah. No power. Exactly.
Both the
Exactly.
feet, totally, and you cannot go back on it. And it, a horrible life, horrible life.
Exactly.
what went wrong in the operation? What happened?
Well, the surgeon says, I can't understand. I've done hundreds of them. You're the first one this has happened. So
Oh,
the
wow.
surgeon returned the fees that he charged. But what good is the fees? What is the money, right? Life is,
Yes.
Yeah, Paida is the way.
yeah, the life is,
In industry.
yeah.
Industry.
But it is so common to replace this, replace that, or cut and throw away the gallbladder, cut and throw away something else.
Yeah.
And the body is out of balance forever. Right? You take away one of the glands, body is totally out of balance. The rest of your life.
That's why our legs is the fundament of our body, our house. If the fundament is getting worse, then the body also.
Yeah.
I think Mahara say something.
Mara is muted now. I don't know, Mara, how did you manage to mute yourself? But you were okay.
No, we can't hear you, Mahara.
Oh, you were unmuted for a second and you're muted again.
Okay, can
There
you
you
hear
go.
me?
Yeah.
Now it's okay.
Okay, all right. So when someone is wanting to know something about Paida Lajin, I would say take them to Heal Yourself Naturally and give them the pages, send them the page 208 and 209.
Mhm.
And I think they'll get a good review of what's available. It's really, it's real clear.
And
So-
what is in those pages, Mara?
208, 209 is what allopathic medicine is,
Mhm.
what Chinese medicine is, and what Paida legend is.
Oh, I see.
And-
It
And it's
compares.
quite clear. And I don't think there's any argument whatsoever when you read that, because I've been sending it to people, just 208 and 209. I don't tell, I said, I'll just send it to you. If you're interested, great. If you're not, I'm not there to help you to find your way. So I think that those 2 pages, you might want to read, all of you. Again, I keep reading them over and over again every day. Pretty powerful pages. And it breaks it down so that you can see why you'd want to do Paida legend. That's all I want to say.
That's a good, yeah, that's a good tip.
Changing subject, Shri.
Shri, I wanted to say
Yeah.
something.
Sure.
What Mahara said gives me, brings me an idea. That maybe we could start Sunday's meeting or Monday's meeting, but not probably Sunday's meeting with a short reading of Master Shao's book. You know, something like reading a page or two will take maybe less than a minute.
That
One
would
of
be good.
One of us can do it, and then we can honor him. You know, every day, every time we get together, and you know, by mentioning him and by reading something of what he really wanted to tell us.
That's a good idea. That's
Super.
a good idea.
I love the idea.
All
Yeah.
right. So I vote.
Okay, hello.
I vote Mahara
We
or
can
myself.
request, can
will
we
read it.
request Mahara to read out 208 for us now? It takes 2 minutes.
Yeah. So
That will be, we will get an idea what it is.
yeah, I mean, that's a good
What-
thought. You okay,
what-
Mara?
Okay.
Yeah, we have a time a little bit.
Yeah.
I volunteer to do it next Sunday.
Super.
Okay.
You want
I'll
me to
find-
do it now or
I'll
do it
find something
after?
else.
Yeah. So Mara will start with the 2-8 and then you can follow Pablo, right?
I got it. I
Yeah.
got this.
You got what?
Nothing, Mahara. We want to hear 208.
You want to, okay, here we go. Antibiotics are used to kill bacteria. However, resistant varieties continue to develop. In response, more powerful antibiotics are produced and prescribed to destroy these new varieties. Humans and bacteria are dragged into a never-ending vicious cycle. Similarly, in the face of cancer, the mode of treatment is to kill cells with chemotherapy and remove tumors with surgery. When antibiotics, surgery, and chemotherapy are used to kill cells and tumors, the human body is treated as a lifeless machine without a soul. These treatments get rid of the problems while overlooking the causes The unintended consequence of such therapeutic principles and treatments, they cover up the problems instead of uprooting them. In Chinese medicine, there is no such notion of destroying bacteria and cancer cells. Why kill them? Chinese medicine emphasizes balance and harmony. Bacteria are everywhere. You can find numerous bacteria in the air, water, plants, animals, a person's mouth, nostrils, and internal organs. They're in wine, butter, cheese, vinegar, and soy sauce. It is impossible to kill all bacteria. What humans can do is to maintain a balance between beneficial and harmful bacteria. Good balance contributes to good health. As long as qi and blood flow smoothly, there is a natural balance. Yin-yang equilibrium addresses these two different kinds of bacteria. Similarly, in Chinese medicine, you cure cancer by changing the environment of the body. Blocked meridians create an environment conducive to the growth of cancer cells. There is an old saying, running water is never stale, and a door hinge in use is never worm-eaten. Chinese medicine does not simply cut, kill, or eradicate. Cold, phlegm, dampness, stagnations, and toxins melt away, and pathogenic organisms either change their nature or are excreted. Cupping, massage, acupuncture, moxibustion, Chinese herbal medicine, and other therapies all dredge meridians. These therapies are mostly reliant on professionals, unlike Paida Jin. Tumors and masses are yin in nature. As long as there is enough yang energy, the body is warmed up. Cancer cells can no longer exist in the changed environment. In winter, ice blocks may be hard as stones. When spring comes and yang rises, they melt into water. As the temperature continues to rise, water evaporates and clouds are formed. When clouds up in the air meet low temperatures, yin energy, rain falls. Ancient Chinese described the natural phenomena as gathering to form a tangible substance and evaporating into the air. The crucial factor is the temperature. The birth and death of cancer cells follow the same law in Chinese medicine. The verb ua, H-U-A, and in parentheses, T pinyin ho, parentheses, is often used, which means to change, to convert, to dissolve. For instance, to hua, phlegm, dampness, and stagnation, to hua's toxins into medicine, enemies into friends, and war into peace. Paida Jin does not target them directly. It simply starts the engine of a car with a key. That is all, and that is enough. Will Paida Jin spread bacteria and cancer cells? No. Paida Jin does not sweep cancer cells and pathogenic bacteria from one part of the body to another like garbage. Paida may appear to be simple exercises, but in addition to tuning the vibration frequencies of all cells and organs in the body, Paida enhances the subject key, causing physical, biochemical, and psychological changes, physiological changes. Cancer cells and pathogenic bacteria don't grow out of toxins. An unbalanced body is favorable for the growth of cancer cells and unhealthy bacteria, and inhibits the growth of healthy cells, including stem cells and beneficial bacteria. Many factors contribute to the overgrowth of cancer cells and pathogenic bacteria, but ultimately stagnation of qi and blood is responsible. Similar to mosquitoes and other insects gathering around dirty water. Removing energetic blockages so running water does not get stale results in organic, holistic self-healing. Those are just 2 pages, but it gives you a.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to share. Thank you,
Good.
Master Shao, for what you did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
so
I-
that means bacteria is okay for us.
Pardon?
So
Of
that-
course, okay for us.
we don't have to, yeah, bacteria is good.
Of course.
Yeah,
It's-
of course, yeah, yeah. So I
it's im-
think we are top of the hour, so we are done for today.